We are gathered here today to mourn the loss of a dear comrade, a dear friend. We did not know him for very long, but his feats and accomplishments were many, and his efforts will never be forgotten. If there's anyone here today who would like to say a few words in honor of our dear friend, please speak now before we lay him ever to rest. Yes, I have something to say. I would like to say something, please. Okay, so Maguu Kenki was probably the best card in the Genius Invocation TCG, okay? It kind of like, as soon as I got this card, things kind of changed, alright? I started changing my decks up, started changing the way I played the game, and you know what? It got me all of the wins. It was, hands down, one of the best cards that had, been in the game. Already, I think personally, monster cards were kind of overpowered because you didn't have to worry about equipment for them or whatever. But honestly, like, you could have thrown this card into a deck with even, like regular player characters, and it would have just gotten you so far. Not only was Maguu Kenki able to produce a little bit of animo damage as well as cryo damage, which worked incredibly well with a 2 Hydro plus Maguu Kenki deck. As you can see here, this was my favorite deck ever. I'm not here to talk about what the best deck was, okay? Because you can say what you want about my deck building skills, but I'm more of a homebrew guy myself, okay? I'm not even gonna look at the lists of cards that other people do because I have too much pride, okay? I've been playing trading card games for about 17 years, okay? And you can't change my mind about what I personally think is a good deck, because what I play and the way I play very much my own taste determines how much fun I'm gonna have, alright? So basically, Maguu Kenki, if we just kind of take a look at his abilities right here, what they used to be, that is, he used to be able to produce a token card, essentially, of himself in 2 different elements, alright? But what they changed was they took away the 1 damage plus elemental whatever application that he used to give, alright? It wasn't that overpowered, only it was kind of overpowered because, like I said, I never played another card after I kind of figured out what to do with him. But like, it's just absurd. It makes no sense. We're gonna be out here, Hoyoverse is out here yet again, buffing waifus, okay? And just decimating husbandos. Now, you can say what you will about me thinking that Maguu Kenki is a husbando, but I mean, if you've ever looked at him, I mean, just take a look at his face right here. Plus, he's got many faces. I think that's pretty cool. But regardless of that, regardless of this husbando slander and decimation that we consistently have to deal with as fans of this series, as husbando hunters or whatever, like, I just can't even, I'm besides myself. You might think that this is old news because this happened 10 days ago, but I have been besides myself with grief since it happened. I haven't even played, I think I've played 2 games of the trading card game since this happened because I don't have fun anymore. I have to build a new deck now. Do you understand how much time it takes to build a new deck? Around 10 minutes. Do you think I have 10 minutes to consistently go back and rework my decks every time they choose to nerf a card that they deem as overpowered? Now, there's nothing overpowered about this at all. It's only 1 damage plus, consistent elemental application. But that's not a big deal, right? Like, what's the point? What is the point now? You're gonna spend 3 animo elemental dice, or you're gonna spend 3 cryo elemental dice for 1 silly little summon, for 1 silly little token? And how far is that gonna get you? It's not gonna get you very far. That 1 damage made a world of difference. A world of difference, okay? And I'm just saying that this is absolutely absurd. I don't understand how we stand for stuff like this, okay? I don't understand how we are expected to play this silly little trading card game when we can't even do a single damage with a goofy little boss man, okay? It makes absolutely no sense to me. All I'm saying is that Maguu Kenki, before the change, before January 18th, 2023, was the best card in the game. And if you disagree with me, then you have poor taste. You have piss poor taste, and you need to reevaluate your life decisions, okay? Because this was clearly the best card in the game. Just look at the way he just strides, you know? Don't say that Mirror Maiden is carrying this game. Don't even say it, okay? Don't say it, because it's not true, okay? He was so versatile, and he still is versatile, right? But he was so versatile. Things were so different. Being able to just freeze and get a token, it was nuts. It was out of this world. It made no sense. Okay, I guess kinda, if I start to think about it a little more, I guess I'm realizing why they nerfed him. But at the same time, it's just not fair. It just doesn't make any sense. It's not like there's tournaments, you know what I mean? It's not like we're all getting together and playing Genius Invocation TCG in a shitty little local card shop down the street. You know what I mean? With like $2 bags of Doritos and $3 cans of Pepsi Cola. That's not what's happening here. There's no reason to nerf cards like this. It doesn't make any sense. There's no tournaments. There's no real player to player. It's not like there's like a leaderboard. It's not like there's any like competition at stake. Why would you fine tune cards like this if it's supposed to be, we're supposed to be having fun? Do you see him right now? Do you see him absolutely decimating Barbara? Barbara is the whole point of this deck. Massacred. Anyway, basically, yeah, I know this is supposed to be a sad and sorrowful occasion, but I just can't bring myself, okay? I just can't bring myself to be sorrowful at this moment. I have already experienced sorrow, okay? I have experienced grief, and now I am just straight to anger. All I have is rage right now for the developers of this game. I don't understand why. All I'm asking for is 1 damage. I'm only asking for 1 singular damage. It's not that big of a deal. It's just 1 damage, right? But I guess that 1 damage is so powerful, even though you have to deal 30 damage in order to win a game or whatever. I don't know. I gotta reel it in, but like, I just don't understand. I just don't understand. Maguu Kenki was the greatest card in this entire game. And what else did they do? They patched some other characters too, right? Like they messed around with Yoimiya or like Kole or whatever. So okay, maybe it's not Husbando Decimation. Please forgive me for being a little, you know, defensive about that whole thing. If you've ever visited the Leaks board, you know that Husbando slander and slaughter happens on a daily basis whenever they are fine-tuning their new male characters, but whatever, that's besides the point. That's besides the point. I don't even care about that. What I care about is Maguu Kenki, alright? What I care about is Maguu Kenki freezing the absolute tar out of my opponents, okay? When I play this silly little trading card game, alright? And if you have any disagreements, you're just wrong. Don't even say anything. Don't say anything at all, because you already know that you're wrong. And if you didn't play with Maguu Kenki before, if you didn't get the chance to experience him in all of his glory with his 1 damage on his skills, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. Because 3 dice is a lot. You only get 8, okay? You're expecting me to spend 3 dice or like equip some kind of artifact so that it costs a little bit less just so that I can... No, absolutely not. It's just absurd. It's just absurd. It's just wrong, okay? It's just wrong. What they did to him, I will never forgive them for. Alright? I will never ever forgive Hoyoverse for this. This is an outrage. I am outraged. It has taken me this long to say something because I have just been so upset. I have been so devastated and I have been so destroyed by this that I didn't think maybe, you know what, maybe it wasn't even worth it to say anything at all. But at the end of the day, I'd much rather remember Maguu Kenki for what he was, okay, than what he is now. Now he is a silly little slime. He is a level 1. He is nothing. He's nothing to me. He can't do anything. Sorry, I just watched him get frozen and I'm a little sad about that, but at the end of the day, I won't stand for this any longer. I don't think any of us should stand for this any longer. I think that we deserve better. I think that we deserve a maguu kenki who can deal 1 damage when he summons his little maguu kenki tokens in both elements, okay? I just don't think that this is right, alright? I just don't. And, you know, you can have whatever opinion you want. Like I said before, it's wrong. It's incorrect. You're wrong about this, and that's okay. It's okay to be wrong. I'm wrong every day, multiple times a day, so it's nothing to be ashamed of. But I don't know, y'all. I felt like I had to eulogize him in some way because I'm gonna miss him, alright? It hasn't been very long, but I already know that I am deeply, deeply going to miss him. Things are going to be different from now on. Now I'm gonna have to, you know, make a new deck, and who am I gonna use? Who is gonna be a replacement for maguu kenki? Nobody. There is no replacement. There's no replacement for what he used to be. So, yeah, I think that's all I got. I think that's all I've got to say. Thank you. Rest in peace. Thank you. Rest in peace. Thank you for that. Does anyone else have something to say?
无论什么形态都能变换，就是水的力量。我听到你了。
Okay, we're done here.